Chapter 19 The Trojan War. The king of Saprata turns had a daughter named Helen, who grew up to be the most beautiful woman in the world. Many Greek princes came with rich gifts in the hope of marrying her. However, Helen showed her preference by crowning Prince Melon with a wreath and accepting him as her husband. After Turn's death, Melon became the king of Saprata. Once the goddess of discord, Ares, threw a golden apple marked for the fairest among the goddesses. Each of the three goddesses, Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite, wished to be chosen as the fairest gods. The king of gods, Zeus, refused to choose the winner among them and advised them to ask Paris, the prince of Troy, who was known to be an excellent judge of beauty. Paris decided to give the golden apple to Atroid because she promised to help him with the love of the most beautiful woman in the world, Helen, wife of Mandler. This judgment of Paris angered the other two goddesses, Hera and Athena, and they set off to plan the destruction of Troy. Paris traveled to Saprata and King Melon entertained him in his place as promised by Aphrodite. The beautiful Helen fell in love with the handsome Paris and she applied with him to Troy. This outrages dead engaged King Melanon, Melanus and the Greek. Melanus based his brother Agamemnon, king of Mycenae, to lead an army against Troy. Agamemnon sent messengers to Troy, the demand in the return of Helen when the Trojans refused, the Greeks sailed to Troy and declared war on their enemies. The Trojans flocked down to the sea to defend their city. Many great heroes forgot and fell on both sides in the bloodthirsty war that followed. Great horses with officers and Achilles fought forgot against the Trojans. Achilles great helped the Greek army by killing Hector and the bravest of the Trojans and turned the tide of the war in favor of the Greek. The Trojan War lasted for 10 long years. At last, the Greek prepared for the final attack to planning to trick the Trojans. They built a huge hollow wooden horse, fifth, fifth with a trapdoor observed Obsess and Malak pursued the bravest of the Greek soldier to climb into the belly of the wooden horse. As night fell, the remaining soldiers burnt their camp and pretended to sail back to Greece. In the morning, the Trojans found the enemy camp in ashes and a huge wooden horse on the shore. They thought that it was a peace offering by the warrior Greek and Dragger. The horses thought the city the end celebrated the end of the long war. After much feasting and celebration, the excited Trojans slept soundly that night. A Greek soldier who was hiding on the beach sent signal to Agamemnon, and the fleet drove. Showed at the same time, the Greek soldier inside the wooden horse opened the trap door and came out of the wooden horse. They opened the city gates wide, and the Greek army entered Troy. In the final battle, the Trojan were defeated, and the city was look, looted and burned to ashes. Thank you.